it on there. Okay. We've been frozen for what, 4 days now?
Yeah, my fingers went good film last night, so I can't make a vote like this.
We're going to be making gnomes.
And a good morning to you. It is time now for the first federal program here on December the 6th already. Good morning, Tanner.
Good morning, Randy. How we doing?
Oh, doing crazy. It's, Mother Nature, Indiana weather. Negatives this week. By the weekend, they're talking 40s, 50s, and rain.
I like it colder myself, Randy.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
just kidding.
If it's going to get cold, I prefer it to stay cold.
Yeah.
So you can get adjusted
used
to
to
it and be done.
Yeah.
Not 50 and rain and then. But it's Indiana. We've chose to live here, so we have to deal with it.
Driving over from the bank this morning, my car was from 10 degrees.
Yeah.
That's pretty chilly. That's pretty frigid.
And the wind's blowing, so.
But there's no snow on the ground.
No, there was some flakes in the air last night, but it just didn't amount to much around here anyway. So.
But I think we've talked before. I'm one of those people. It could snow like the week of Christmas and then stay away for the rest of the year and not be good.
I totally agree with you. I'm not going to argue that fact.
But we don't really have much of a say.
We don't. No, it's Indiana. We don't say.
Is what it is.
We could have all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah. I still just can't believe it's, like you said, December 6th. So.
Yeah. Christmas is right around the corner.
Around the corner. Got your shopping done?
I got more of it done.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I've got more of it done since the last we talked to you. So.
Will I be done before Christmas? Maybe. Will it all be wrapped? That one depends on the wife.
Yeah. Right there with you. Or is it maybe if the store you buy it from offers.
Right, there you go. Yes, you always take
advantage
advantage of that, yes.
So, well, I brought some Christmas-related trivia with me this morning.
No.
In what year was the first electric Christmas light created?
Ooh.
Was it 1862, 1882, 1902, or 1922?
Huh. No idea. But
You got 1 in 4 shots.
We'll give her a good guess here at the end.
Yes, we will. But the sports world got a lot going on. It's that time of year. You still got football going on. Basketball's right in the thick of things, both in high school, college, and professional. So, but a lot of high school games going on.
We do. Tonight, obviously, the TRC, not quite for the boys, not quite into TRC play, but a lot of pre-TRC stuff. Kokomo's out in Peru, Maconaquah's at North Miami, Northfield goes to Taylor. Let's see what else we got. Wabash at Southwood, Wawasee, Manchester, Western, and Northwestern. And Lewis Cass and Caston in the Cass County Tournament. And then the game you'll hear here on Giant FM, the Zebras travel to Winamax.
What time?
That is a 6 o'clock JV start, so we'll be on the air about 7:10 with the varsity pregame. So about 7:30-ish, depends how long that JV game goes. But
it's always a fun little neighboring rivalry.
Yeah, short little trip over, and always
familiar faces.
Yes, always fun to go over. So join us there tonight. And then girls are in action tomorrow night as they get back into TRC action at Southwood. That's a 6:30 start, varsity only. So we'll be on there about 6:10 tomorrow night.
Perfect. Well, in the college football world, we will know what the playoff looks like come Sunday.
Yeah.
We got a pretty good picture, I think, the other night.
I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of changes.
Reveal.
Unless there's some upsets in the conference championships.
Yeah. I think the Big Ten's solid with 4 teams in, no matter what happens in their championship game, and just kind of comes down to how many teams the SEC's got to get in.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting as you hear all these guys talking, and because you think about Oregon, where they were a year ago. Now they're representing the Big Ten. I think about every single conference champion is going to be maybe somebody from not the same conference they were a year ago.
Right. Texas could win the SEC.
Yeah.
Arizona State could win the Big 12. And SMU could win the ACC. So
some additions. And so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will. It will.
Of course, the Hoosiers took a beating on the loss, but it is what it is. I mean, it's expected because IU football has not had a history, so they're not going to get the nudge either way. So.
And they're in. Now, will they get a home game?
It doesn't look like
Probably not.
Yeah. It's like Notre Dame's wrapped up, should get a home game.
Yeah, they should get a home game. So.
It could be very interesting. The Alabama
Could be.
Roll Tide coming north.
Yeah, which, if they didn't have the name on the front, I don't think they're in, but.
And that's part of it too.
Yeah.
There's a couple of those.
Well, and it's interesting, this is the first year we've talked about, I know
Yeah.
in past weeks, first year they've done this playoff. It's kind of important, the criteria they come up with, if they stick to that going forward.
Well, yeah. After all this is said and
Yeah.
done, this summer, do they
Yeah.
go back and revamp any of it and take all their criticism that they get?
Right. So,
Or if they stick with their guns.
well, and it expands in 2 years, so.
Oh, does it?
more
I
teams.
guess I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
I think it's going to, it's either going to from 12 to 14 or 16, I don't
Okay.
remember off the top of my head,
It
but.
would be like the NCAA minutes.
Yeah, they'll just keep,
Yeah.
they better not expand that, but I know there's talks about going up to 96 for the basketball team.
Oh my!
It's all about money, Randy, they don't,
Just put everybody in.
yeah, they don't care about anything but money,
No.
so. But Purdue, of course, is not in the college football playoff, but they are looking for a new head coach.
Yes, they are.
So I expect something to be announced by Sunday.
I was
I'd
gonna
be
say,
surprised.
I'm sure they've been in the talks with somebody for a
Probably for a
while,
while. If
waiting to see what that team does, where they're coming from.
you know, I'm guessing their next coach is probably coaching in a conference championship.
Here's a question I've heard
Mhm.
a lot on some talk shows. Now that this playoff is expanded, you know, you had some teams that kids that are seniors that are going on opted out last year.
Sure.
Do they opt out in this 12-team format?
I would say no this year.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised, but definitely for the other bowl games.
Yeah.
And one interesting team to watch for the bowl games, Colorado,
Oh yeah.
because Shadir Sanders and Travis Hunter don't want to play
Yeah.
because they don't want to get hurt. But Deion's saying, "Hey, you're playing."
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there.
A lot of it too is probably going to depend on who their agent's been talking
Exactly.
to, where they're going. and-
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a whole different world anymore.
It
College
is.
sports. College basketball got a bunch of games in state going on this weekend. IU's in action tonight. They host Miami, Ohio, who's 5-2. That game's at 7 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. It's kind of interesting. Big Ten play started this week
Right.
for most teams, but
Yeah.
Indiana's not yet till next week.
No, we
so.
still got to get beat up by these other schools before we get into the Big Ten.
Well, Purdue took a beating last night. Penn State did just uninspired effort. It looked like. It looked like they just weren't there. I don't know.
When the same team was playing against Alabama.
No, or the same team that beat Mississippi last
Right,
week.
yeah.
So took one on the chin on the road, but they come back and face Maryland on Sunday at home at noon on Big Ten Network. Butler's off to a good start, 7-1. They travel to Houston tomorrow, who's 4-3. That game's at 5:30 on ESPN2. Notre Dame off to a rough start at 4-5. They host Syracuse in that in-conference game tomorrow at noon on the CW.
I think Notre Dame's going to struggle still a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think they've
It's gonna
quite
take
got
a little
everything
while.
figured
Right.
out with a new coach.
Right.
Still trying to figure some
Sure.
of that out.
Takes time.
Yep.
And then lastly, for sports, the NFL side, the Bears.
They're done.
Yeah, they are done. They've probably been done for a little while. Interim coach now. They're 4-8. They travel to San Francisco's 5-7. San Francisco's 4.5-point favorite. That game Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. And the Colts got a much-needed win over the Patriots last week to improve to 6-7. They're on a bye week.
Not a pretty win. But
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore, does it?
how you paint it.
Yes. So yeah, they need to take advantage of this bye week. And
They travel to my Denver
I was
Broncos
going to say,
next
then they
week.
get
So
then the next week
it
comes
was also on
interesting.
a bye.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's a must win.
yeah, it is.
And really,
Yeah.
you know, so
Yeah.
if you want to get that wild card.
Sure. So, because they're the next team closest to
Mhm.
Denver, right behind them for
Yeah.
that 7th seed. So that'll be an interesting game. Always fun for me when they play the Colts.
Going out.
No, I'm not. You know, I've been asked that. I'm like, no, not in December. Not doing that.
Come
I've
on.
done it before.
Yeah.
but a little chilly. Got some tidbits with me this morning. On this
Probably
day.
not as chilly as it was at IU Purdue.
Correct. Yeah, I did not envy anybody at that
No.
game. On this day in 1877, the Washington Post published its first edition. Still going strong today, many years later. On this day in 1923, the first U.S. presidential address to be broadcast on the radio took place. It was by President Calvin Coolidge.
Okay.
On this day in 1947, the Everglades National Park was dedicated by Harry Truman.
Huh.
You ever been?
No, I have not. It'd
either.
be fun to go see though.
Yeah, it would.
Some neat things.
And on this day in 1990, Shoeless Joe Jackson's signature sold at an auction for $23,100. I was surprised it was that low,
No
to
kidding.
be honest, even though that was
Yeah.
1990 compared to
But
2024.
still.
But his signature is one of the more rare ones of athletes because he didn't know how to write.
Mm.
So if you got it,
yeah.
you probably weren't able to really read it, but you got something rare.
Yeah.
So
That guy probably really liked when we have to pay that much.
yeah, I was surprised when I saw that. I had to double check it. I'm like, $23,100. And today we got a few national days going on. It's National Bartender Day, National Miners Day, National Microwave Oven Day.
Where would we be without that?
You're telling me. National Pawnbrokers Day, Fake Fur Friday, Put on Your Own Shoes Day, which,
Isn't that every day?
yeah, I'm like, why are we putting on other people's shoes?
unless you were.
Unless you're
Yeah,
young enough,
yeah,
you don't,
yeah.
you know, you need assistance. But you never know what they're gonna come up with.
No,
these days.
I don't know where.
I still want to know who comes up with these days. To be honest.
I think you could just apply
Just
for
apply
it.
for
Yeah,
it,
I've
it's out
heard.
there?
Yeah, I mean, who you apply
Well,
with, I
maybe
don't
we should
know.
put our heads together, Randy.
Yeah, come up
Give a
with
day.
some of our own
Yes,
days. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a 2025 project.
There we go. First federal day.
There we go. Got some upcoming local events, and of course we're going to be speaking with three special guests here in a minute about a few upcoming local events. But the Max Cookie Singers are performing at Grace Church next Tuesday, December 10th at 7:30. This is a free will offering.
Always a great listening to
Yeah, that'll be
sing the
fun.
Christmas songs.
So go there. Once again at 7:30 at Grace Church on December 10th. And also, this is a big time of year for choral clubs and that nature. The Fulton County Choral Club will be performing at Grace Church on Sunday, December 15th at 2 p.m. It's also a free will donation that's going to be get collected and go to the United Ministries Fund.
Always
So,
great to listen to them
Yeah,
too.
a lot of opportunities to see some
Yeah.
very talented vocalists there. Andretti's Place is hosting a Dine and Donate event on Sunday, December 15th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This month's Dine and Donate event will be benefiting Joe's Hope and Fulton County Habitat for Humanity. I want to thank the meal sponsor, which is Talma Church, for this month's event, and the aid sponsor is Creighton Brothers.
Yes,
So
always great meal.
go there at between 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and get yourself a nice breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, First Federal, we are open from 8:30 until 5, and tomorrow from 8:30 to noon. We'd love to see you at any of our 6 local branches. So if you can't make it in, no worries. You can always bank with us online or with our free mobile app. And our ATM's open 24/7 as well if you need some cash. And if you're out and about this weekend doing some Christmas shopping, you're in an area that one of our branches is located at, no worries. We're part of the MoneyPass network, so go on moneypass.com, type in the zip code you're in, you'll find the other ATMs that are on the MoneyPass network. You can use that ATM and you won't get charged a surcharge for it.
Works nicely.
It does work very nicely. I've used it quite a few times myself. So, and we offer Simply Free checking accounts and Simply Free business checking accounts. When you open up a new checking account, you will get a free gift, and it's a new gift cycle starting this week. And I brought the gift with me.
And believe it or not, yeah, look at that. Tanner brought it the first time.
First time. But I didn't have to be
Yeah.
reminded 2 or 3 times.
Cool.
So hopefully
Popcorn
everybody on
popper.
Facebook can see that
Yeah.
box. But it's a Toastmaster Mini Air Popper.
Yeah, and it's mini.
Yeah, but it's
It's a perfect for-
healthier way to air pop popcorn.
Yeah.
So Pearl measuring cup included.
Ooh,
So
look
there
at
you
that.
go. Yeah. So perfect for this time of year to watch some Christmas movies, have some popcorn.
And you don't have to open an account to get it.
You don't have to. You can refer a friend.
Yeah.
You can do that online even. You don't even have to do it in
Well, look
person
at
if you
that.
don't want to. So how that works is you refer a friend, and they come in and open up an account. Not only will they get a free gift for opening up the account, you will too,
Yeah.
just for referring them. So
Perfect.
pretty simple.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. And if you're looking to purchase a home, or maybe you just want to get pre-approved, or see how we can how the First Federal family can help your family with any mortgage lending needs you have, contact Ben Dalton or Stacy Wilson at our Rochester branch, and they'd be happy to help you. Stacy will be our guest in 2 weeks. Little spoiler there. Upcoming guest. And we offer commercial lending for businesses. You can contact Zach Reuter for more information. His direct line is 574-223-1731. And if you think about retiring, want to check on your 401k, maybe roll over a 401k from a previous employer, get an IRA going, those sorts of things, contact Mark Blueball or Brian Bell of our Financial Services Department for more information. They'd love to help you. Their direct line is 574-223-1705. And keep up to date with the latest going on at First Federal Savings Bank by liking us on Facebook, following us on X and Instagram at FF Banking is our handle on those two platforms. You can also like us on LinkedIn and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you can find an archive of First Federal radio shows dating back to 2018.
Way back.
Way back when. The studio doesn't even look the same.
No, it does not.
So, we are the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We're FDIC insured and equal housing lender. Our NMLS number is 399927.
Yeah, makes us legal.
Makes us legal and ready for the fun part of the show when we get to interview some great guests. We got 3 guests this morning. We got Anna Rowe, Chris White, and Julie Shambarger, who are all going to be talking about some upcoming holiday events going on. Julie, you want to hop in here first? Since
Sure.
your event's going on tonight with the annual Rochester Downtown Partnership Holiday Stroll.
Yes, we have a terrific lineup tonight, and it's going to be fun to see. From Santa getting a new home, elementary school kids designed it, high school kids build it. And they build it well. It took quite a few people to get it down here. We're super excited. We have anything from free hot dogs to candy. The local businesses have really come out, like re-energizing the whole event. It's going to be great. Come, like, wear your favorite sweater.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be ugly. It
Just
can
warm.
be.
Just warm.
Yes. Any festive gear is welcome. I've heard people wearing sequence dresses to outrageous reindeer costumes. But Edward Jones is giving out free headbands if you want to go for something a little more subtle.
There you
There's hot chocolate everywhere. We're doing dessert trucks, so gourmet toasted s'mores and candied almonds. You better get to that one before me. That's all I have to say.
You'll be waiting in line behind Julie.
One of our volunteers came up with a wonderful frame, like you can actually get a family picture, a group picture that says Holiday Stroll 24. There's just going to be some fun stuff. So we're excited.
And you're also going to do some guessing, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're going to have front row seat to that. And Chris Brown, if you're up, get on it. We have a giant vase that has been constructed, and there are going to be a lot of snowballs in it. And it's going to appear at 8th and Main today.
Okay.
Probably draped, but back to the community really getting into this. There's $400 in chamber bucks up for grabs, so practice your math. First place is $250.
Okay.
Second place is $100. Third is $50.
There you go.
You're not going to be able to stand there, take a picture with AI or all that. I'm going to have a real tough person in charge, but how much fun is that?
It's not going to melt now, will it?
No, they're fake.
Oh,
I have
okay.
snowballs, every theater, home.
All over the place.
My husband's like, what in the world are you doing?
As long as
Don't
Chris
worry
Brown
about it.
didn't count them to start with.
He knows nothing.
Okay.
All right.
I got yelled at when I asked for it. So I was just like, quit it, make it.
And Julie, what time does everything start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Santa will have a wonderful escort by the Rochester High School Band, some nice firemen, and they'll bring him from City Hall to his new home, which I'm pretty sure I saw him peeking in the window at yesterday. So he approved.
I know Andy, Sean's police chief, has said to some people listening, streets will start being blocked off downtown at 5:45.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you're coming downtown to get a spot, make sure you're.
Get a little early.
Get a little early, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're planning on leaving during the event, don't park downtown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or if you're working
Yeah.
and actually need to go home and grab your children or
Yes.
something.
Yes. So
kind of be
5:45,
aware.
they're going to start blocking off Main Street. So.
But we're really excited, and there are tons of free activities. The reindeer are here, the carriage rides. It's going to be a wonderful night.
Perfect weather too. I mean, it's a
I
little
think-
cooler,
hey,
but I mean,
it's gonna be 30.
It's getting it is a holiday season. So.
Two weeks ago, I was at a meeting and we were all in sandals. So
Yeah.
like that does
Never
not
know.
make
No,
sense.
that's not Christmas there.
Then we have 2 free Christmas movies at the theater tomorrow. Like tonight kicks it off.
What's tonight? Oh, just the
Tonight's
stroll. No
the
movie.
Stroll.
Okay.
We have the librarians are coming down to tell Christmas stories, which
Wow,
I think is
fun.
Well, that'll be fun.
wonderful. But movies tomorrow,
What's
free.
the two?
Elf and Santa Claus with
Oh,
10 out.
perfect.
I
Perfect
don't
start.
think you can top Elf.
No.
We had tons of people do come early for that too. The line was pretty long last year, and it's free,
Yes.
like
Free.
Free.
free. Our young and old alike. So
There you go. Awesome.
and
Sounds
then
like a great
we've
time.
got
Jill,
Christmas.
what time is the mayor gonna turn on the? Do we know a time on
I
that
think
one?
he's coming on the parade. So
Okay.
when they
Yeah.
land, all eyes on Trent.
Yeah, the mayor usually plugs
Oh,
it.
yes.
We
Yeah.
don't
Good
have our
start.
big tree anymore,
Yeah,
but
so we
we've
have a
got
little
something
surprise.
for him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hopefully he doesn't mess that up.
He might. We've been cold for 4 days, so we think we've got it hooked up, but you never know.
Speaking with Julie Shambarger, talking about the Rochester Downtown Partnership Holiday Stroll, and also Anna Rowe and Chris White that are going to be talking about the Light Up Rochester event, a brand new event coming to Rochester this
Yep,
year.
first year.
Yeah, so, Chris, I understand that you been involved with the event that's been going on in Mentone for about 5 years now, and you decided, why can't Rochester have one of these?
Well, my wife and I lived in Mentone for 8 years, and then we had a house built, and then my wife's like, well, why don't Rochester do the same thing as Mentone? I'm like, well, we just stirred about it, and we're like, so this year I was like, well, let's get it done.
Yep.
And it's going pretty good so far.
Good, good. And for anybody listening or watching out there on Facebook that's not quite sure what this Light Up event includes, what's it all about? What are the details of this event? What's going on with it?
Well, you have until December 14th
At midnight.
at midnight to sign up, and you can sign up from the Facebook page, and then go over to About, and then there's a form link, and then they can fill out the form from there. Churches, businesses,
A little closer. There you go.
churches and businesses, houses, anything inside the city limits.
So what's the Facebook page called that they need to go to sign
Light
up?
Up Rochester, Indiana.
Light Up Rochester, Indiana is the Facebook page. And so, if I'm understanding this correctly, this is a Christmas light contest.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. So, Christmas, exterior Christmas lights that need to be visible from the street.
Yes,
So houses or businesses, churches, all can participate
correct. And just inside the city limits.
inside city limits. How many houses, businesses, and churches do you have signed up so far?
We have 9 total, 3 businesses, and the rest of them are houses. We don't have any churches yet, so I'm hoping here when it gets closer, I'm hoping we get some churches in there.
And so after midnight of the 14th, registration closes. What's the process after that?
Anna and I and my wife will probably go around and take pictures of the houses and then post them on Facebook. And then 1 like will equal 1 vote. They get whoever's the winner. We will contact them, and then we'll give them whatever they can.
What's the prize for the
First
prize or
prize
prizes? I should
is,
say.
First prize is $250.
All right.
and then second prize is $100,
Yeah.
and then third prize is $50.
And we have to thank local businesses for that money because, golly, I think we came together with about 20 or 25 businesses that donated money
That's
in
great.
different amounts. So
That's great. That's great. So when it comes to the Facebook side of things, are there any rules against the participants sharing, trying to get the
They
word
can
out there
share,
for vote?
They can share all they want, get it out there. And then I think next year, or the following year, we want to expand out to the country.
Okay.
And then eventually, I would like to get all of Fulton County involved. And then I think that would be fantastic.
Good first step here in the
Right.
first year, and then
Baby
one
steps.
step at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to plug about the event itself?
Well, I thought it was really great to do this because I remember as a child and then with my children, driving around looking at all the Christmas
Sure.
lights. So we will have streets. We won't have the exact number, but when you go to the street, you'll see the houses that are lit up. So if you want to, hop in the car with your kids and grandkids and drive around,
Check
see
out the lights.
see the Christmas
Yeah.
lights. It'll just make everybody happier, I think.
Yeah. We need that in this world
We do.
nowadays.
It's
Right
always
now.
neat to see that, and a lot of effort goes into some of these people's
Oh, yeah.
decorating. I mean,
Oh,
it's,
goodness, yes.
so I'm sure they want to show it off as
Yeah.
well. So
There was a championship on TV
Yeah.
last night.
Oh, was it really?
It was great. We'll have, I believe, 2 sign-up stations
Great.
tonight at the Stroll
okay.
for information with the QR code, and
Great.
they've been really working hard at this. So, pretty easy way to be a part of the community.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure most people are decorating anyway. So
Why
show
not
it off,
enter and
right? Enter and
Try to
show
win
it
some
off.
money, and
Hey,
yeah.
I can
That
pretty much
costs
tell
money.
you. Yeah, I can pretty much tell you who's going to be in the event because if you drive around, there are some pretty good lights
Yeah.
out there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might as well try to win some money for it.
Yeah,
Why
why not?
Pay the electric bill.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Snowballs and lights in the future.
Be your best Clark Griswold there.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not to that extent, but
No.
hey, if you can
Hey,
pull it off.
if you can pull it
If you
off,
can pull it
then
off.
yes, that's very impressive.
So, anything else you want to plug about the event that we haven't mentioned yet?
We're hoping to start this a little bit earlier next year.
Okay.
And get it, and then Ann and I will get the signs out. You guys probably seen them this year, floating around town.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get it going good.
Well, thank you both for spearheading this project, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody involved in the community. And like you said, I think it's only going to grow from here in the upcoming years.
We have 202 people on Facebook
That's
now,
great.
and I'm
Shows that
very
there's
proud.
interest. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were passing out flyers during
Boo Fest.
Food Fest,
Yeah.
and I heard a lot of people really excited
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, great idea to bring it to the community. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you both. Julie, anything you wanted to plug last minute about the
I
tonight's
just
holiday
want to thank always the volunteers. We have had a cold week, which is fine. I'd rather be cold than hot. But the volunteers are what make all these events happen.
Yep.
And we always try to work as hard as our donors give. And I think we've done it this week.
She's probably the nicest boss I've ever had.
Santa's watching. But we've got, come on down tonight, and like I said, they'll have sign-ups too.
That'll
So
be great. So thank you too for everything you do for the community and everything for the holiday stroll and the theater. And it's gonna be a great night tonight to kind of kick off the holiday season.
Will be perfect night.
All right, Randy. Well, let's see if you can get some holiday trivia correct, and everybody else can participate too if they'd like.
I had my guess.
All right. So I gotta get back to my question
I have
here.
no idea.
In what year was the first electric Christmas light created? 1862, 1882, 1902, or 1922?
I'm gonna go 02.
Anybody else?
Where is that?
I think it was 1800s.
Bit early.
I
I
think
don't know.
It's 1882.
Ah!
82.
Well, the city of what? Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Chicago.
Edward H. Johnson put up the very first string of electric Christmas tree lights together.
Huh. Alright.
And we'll close with some words of wisdom. I noticed I didn't write one down, so I'm going to pull one off the top of my head from First Federal Founder Dick Belcher. Like to always say this: "Leave it better than you found it."
Aww.
Great one. Perfect. Tanner, thank you. Ladies, gentlemen, thank
Yep.
you. Have
Yep.
a great holiday stroll today.
Yes.
All right. That's gonna
Thank
do it
you,
for the
guys.
federal program.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys.